Hi guys, welcome to BCCA. My name is Vignan and I am your law faculty. So, why am I here now? Because to analyze the paper of June 2024 attempt. I know that you've given your attempt very well, but this video is just to analyze a small discussions about, we'll have a small discussions about the paper and how did you attempt and how the exam paper and examiner have has given his question paper, have framed his question paper. Let's do not delay and let's go to the point. Okay, so let's start. 3 2 1 boom. Now, so guys, you all know that our examination paper is has two sections, section A and section B, right? So section A is all about MCQs, and you have to attempt all the MCQs. You'll be given 15 MCQs. Each one carries 2 marks. And section B, it's of theoretical questions and also practical questions. They will provide around 7 questions, and you have to attempt any 5 to choice. Okay, so each one carries around 14 marks, and you have to attempt 5, and it carries around 70 marks. Whereas in section A, it's around 30 marks. As I already told you, that 15 questions, each one carries 2 marks. Okay, so first we'll start with the MCQs of the last attempt question paper. Okay, let's not make any delay. First question. So first one is about which of the following is not a major source of law in a modern society. So you know that in a modern society, what is not a major source? Is it custom, or is it judicial precedent, or is it legal legislation or executive order? Let's go to the concept. See, there are three major sources of law. There are three major sources of law in the modern society. What are those? Custom, judicial precedent, and legislation. In the given question, custom is there, yeah. Judicial precedent is there, yes. Legislation is there. So what is not the major source? That is executive order. So your option is D. Am I right or not? Yeah. Let's go to the second question. And the second question is about an agent is a person employed to do any act for another person or to represent another in dealing with whom? In dealing with third person, my dear friends. In dealing with third person. Okay. That is the point. See, he is an agent, right? He is there to represent what? He is there to represent another in dealing with the third person. Yes. Next, question number 3. Question number 3. In case of sale by auction, yes, auction, if a seller makes use of pretended bidding, something, what is that? It is voidable at the option of aggrieved party. Here, aggrieved party is a buyer. Yes. So buyer, if it is his option, if it is it is in his option, he can give. It is voidable at the option of buyer, but not seller, because it is seller who is making a pretended bidding, right? So it is voidable at the option of buyer, my dear friends. Next, we'll go to the question number 4. Question number 4, which one of the following is not the type of endorsement in case of negotiable instrument? Yes. Blank endorsement, yes, we have. Full endorsement, yes, we have. Restrictive endorsement is also a type of endorsement. So what is not a type of endorsement? It is C, written endorsement. Yeah, you guys have rocked it, I think. Next, question number 5. The implied authority of a partner is to carry on the business of a firm in the what way? Casual way, unusual way, special way, usual way. It is absolutely usual way, my dear friends. Okay, did you get my point? In usual way, yes, he'll perform. He has an implied authority. He has an employed authority. What? To perform in a usual way. Next, we'll go to the question number 6, right? Let's go to the question number 6. Chapter 5 of Factories Act 1948 provides dash to be taken in the factory for workmen. What? Is it operative measure? No. Is it recreative measure? No. Is it safety measure? No. It is welfare measure for the what? For workmen. Yes. Chapter 5 in the Factories Act 1948 deals with welfare measure. right? Did you get my point? Yeah. Let's go to the next question. Question number 7. Section 55 of the Code on Wages 2019 talks about offenses of a company, composition of the offenses, penalty of the offenses, impacts of the offenses. It is what, my dear friends? It is what? What? It is A, offenses of companies. Did you get my point? It is offenses. Like you can go and check section 55. It is dealing about offenses of companies. Okay. Did you get my point? And so let's go to the question number 8. Here he has asked you the definition of a specific company. You know about the definition of holding company and subsidiary company and private company, public company, blah 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 blah. But what type of company he is asking? Let's see. If at all you have a brief idea, I mean, a detailed analysis and detailed idea of types of companies, you can attempt this question. So let's go. Question number 8 means dash means a company in which the other company has a significant in our company, significant influence. One company has a significant influence in another company. What is that company? It is, but not a subsidiary company of a company. What is meant by a significant influence? I know you know. If at all you know, please type it in a comment section. Please mention that. What is meant by a significant influence? Come on. You can comment it. Okay. Yes. So one company has a significant influence in another company. Yep. But it is not a subsidiary company of a company having such influence and includes a joint venture company. What is that? Is it a holding company? No. Is it a subsidiary company? No. Is it a small company? No. Is it a foreign company? No. It is associate company, my dear friends. Did you get my point? It is an associate company. You don't forget, you have to type the comment. What is meant by a significant influence? Don't forget that. Okay. So next question number 9. The annual return of an OPC in absence of a company secretary. When there is no company secretary, who shall sign that? Who shall sign this? Yeah. Is it a banker? No, not at all. Is it auditor? No. Is it a legal officer? No. If at all there is an absence of company secretary, who shall sign? Who shall sign the annual return of OPC? It is director who has to sign. It is director who has to sign. Did you get my point? So it is director. I know that you have given your attempt in a great manner if you have conceptual idea. Yes. Next question. Question number 10. We have successfully completed our 9 questions. Let's go to the question number 10. What is question number 10 talking about? Okay. The startup company may issue sweat equity shares not exceeding dash of a paid up share capital up to 5 years. Up to 5 years of date of incorporation. How much sweat maximum to what extent can you issue a sweat equity shares? It is around 50%, my dear friends. You can go and check your provisions in the Companies Act. Okay, it's around 50%. If it is a startup company, and if at all that company want to issue sweat equity shares, it can issue up to what? 50%. It can issue up to 50%. Let's go to the question number 11. Okay. Question number 11. Point number 1. What is the question number 11 discussing about? Where the equity shares of a company are listed, if at all the equity shares are listed on the recognized stock exchange, the employee stock option scheme shall be issued in accordance with the regulations of what? It is none other than SEBI, right? Yes, it's SEBI. Yep. Next one. Where the auditor is dissatisfied, question number 12, where the auditor is dissatisfied with the information provided and finds that he cannot, you have to understand this, where he cannot express an opinion, where the auditor is in a mindset of not giving an opinion because he cannot express an opinion, in that case, he can give disclaimer of opinion. Because he is in a position where he cannot give a proper opinion, then that is a disclaimer of opinion, my dear friends. Yep, absolutely all right. Next, question number 13. Question number 13. Every listed company shall establish a vigil mechanism. Vigil mechanism means very careful mechanism for a dash to report a genuine concern. What is the point? Every listed company shall establish, every listed company, yep, every listed company shall establish a vigil mechanism for dash to report genuine concerns. Yep, where should the listed company be careful? Very careful mechanism should be provided when every listed company shall establish a vigil mechanism for dash for directors and employees. It is when, for what? For directors and also employees to report a genuine concerns. For what? For whom? For directors and employees. Did you get my point? Yep. Let's go to the question number 14. Question number 14. Which one of the following is not an attribute to emotional intelligence? Come on, my dear. See, point number 1 is self-management. Point number 2 is self-awareness. Point number 3 is corporate management. Point number 4 is relationship management. If you go and look and have a look on this, the 4 attributes of emotional intelligence, these are the 3 points which are the attributes of emotional intelligence. Then what is not an attribute? It is none other than corporate management. Simple? Yes. Last one, last but not least, 15 MCQs. The 15th one, the last one, holders of a public office must act and take decision impartially. Holders of public office, do you know one thing, that there are 7 principles who should hold the while holding public office, they should follow 7 principles. The public, while if anyone is holding a public office, they have to maintain 7 principles. You know what are those? There are many, right? There are 7 principles. In them, among them, one principle discusses about taking decision impartially. What is that? It is none other than objectivity. What, my dear friends? It is objectivity. Did you analyze these 15 questions? If you analyze these 15 questions, you can get 1 point. You can notice 1 point, that if at all you have a conceptual knowledge, you can attempt all the 15 questions. Those are damn easy. Damn easy. If at all you have conceptual knowledge. Yes. So from my point, I can give around, I can give around 4 points, 4.0 rating for these MCQs, because these are damn easy and also damn conceptual. Okay. If you have a conceptual idea, you can definitely attempt these questions. Okay, so let's go to section B. Okay, let's go to the section B. Section B carries of 70 marks, and it carries 7 questions, and there is no need for you guys to attempt all the 7 questions. You have to attempt only 5. Let's have a quick analysis of this section B also. First one, explain the enforcement of contingent contract. Enforcement of contingent contract. If you go to BCCA material, you can analyze in the foundation material. It has we've provided a contingent contract and also rules relating to the enforcement. You can go to that. See, explain the enforcement and contingent contract with examples. Each and everything is provided in our foundation materials. So what is examiner thinking about? He wanted to analyze your mindset, your concept at the root level. Yes, at the root level. What is the student's performance at the foundation level? He just wanted to test your knowledge. That's it. Next one. There is, the second question, and in that second question, A point, you've noticed, right? and explain the enforcement of contingent contract with examples. It's damn easy. 7 points, you can definitely write those. Okay, so next question in that second question, there is a sub question B. Enumerate the duties of a bailer. Did he only give about the duties of a bailer? So many of my friends, my students and you guys have written that. What you've written is duties of a bailer. No, my dear friends, it's not only giving, it's not only asking duties of a bailer. There is another point which is asking it. Let's go. Enumerate the duties of a bailer and care to be taken by the bailee in the context of a bailment. That means the examiner is asking you not only to write about the duties of a bailer, but also he is asking you to write the duties of the bailee. Duties of the bailee also, if you just understand the question, you can definitely write the points. Two topics. One is the duty of a bailer and also the duties of a bailee. Duties of a bailee. Did you get my point? So, duties of a bailer and duties of a bailee. It is, if at all you want to check, you can go to our material and check. Those points are enough, more than enough. Okay, so writing your exam. Second question is damn easy. From my point, it is easiest. Okay. So let's go to the question number 3. Okay. When we go to the question number 3, yeah, you will understand this. It's also given 2 sub questions. Yep. Examine the grounds on which the court may direct the dissolution of the firm in the suit. Can anyone tell me about this? Yep. It's nothing, but what is he asking? My dear friends, he is asking us the modes of dissolution in the partnership firm. Yep, modes of dissolution in the partnership firm. When we go to partnership, we can see this topic. Yep, see this one, ma. Dissolution of the firm. What are the modes of dissolution of the firm? What are the modes of dissolution? There are 5 modes of dissolution of the firm. Yes, 5 modes, and there are certain sub points. If at all you write these points and sub points, you can get easily 7 marks, my dear friends. Okay, so this is what he is asking. Third question, it is damn easy. There is no need to get worried about it. Okay, and another sub question in the third question is explain the assignment of negotiable instruments and how would you differentiate between the negotiation and assignment. So what is he asking in the negotiable instruments? What is meant by assignment? Point number 1. If at all there are any differences between negotiation and assignment, just give those. So if at all you give 4 to 5 differences, and if at all you give definition, you will get 7 marks, my dear friends. So from my point, third question is also an easy question. There is no need and there is no doubt about it. Okay, let's go to the question number 4. Okay, let's go to the question number 4. Yeah. Okay, question number 4. Prepare a list of different powers of inspector of Factories Act. See, if at all you go to regular class BCCA, you can find in that here I've given a short notes of powers of inspector, and also I have also provided powers of inspector in our material also, the short notes. Yep, I'll just show you. If at all you write these points, it is more than enough, my dear friends. Okay, these points, who is an inspector and what are the powers of inspector? Damn sure you'll definitely get 7 marks. So there's no doubt about it. Did you get my point? Okay, so this question from my point is also easiest. Then another sub question. Okay, discuss the detail about application and belated application for payment of gratuity. Most easiest question from my point. See, what is he asking? Application and belated application. If at all, let's go to our material, my dear friends. Then you can understand. See, What points you have to write? These points. Application for payment of gratuity. If at all you write these points, it's more than enough. More than sufficient. More than sufficient. Did you get my point? Application for payment of gratuity. These points are sufficient. Okay. These points are sufficient. So, from my perspective, second question, third question, and fourth question are damn easy. Damn easy. There's no need for you guys to get worried because three questions are in your pocket. Then what end of, how many questions you have to attempt? Only two, right? Three questions are easy. Okay. So the question number five, we'll go to the question number five. What is he asking? Question number five, sub question A. What is he asking is, what is he asking? Critically assess the different conditions laid down in the Companies Act for issuing a secured debentures. For issuing secured debentures, what are the conditions? What are the conditions which we have to follow? It's more easier than anything. The conditions. If at all you write 7 to 8 points, it's more than enough. Okay. The next sub question is disqualifications of appointment of director. Wow. Disqualifications of appointment of directors. Let's see that. Let's see that in our material here. See, disqualifications for the appointment of directors. If at all, see, he should not, he should be sound, if at all he is a sound mind, then also he can be appointed. If at all he is an unsound mind, he cannot be appointed, right? If he should be undischarged, insolvent, he should not be convicted by a court, blah, 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 blah. These points, if you write these points, that is sufficient. That is more than enough. Did you get my point? Okay. So from my perspective, fifth question is also easy. Question is also easy. Let's go to the sixth question. Sixth question. Demonstrate different points to be stated in the auditor's report by the auditor as per Companies Act. See, auditor's report. What are the points to be stated in the audit report? That is the point which you have to write. And in sixth question, second sub question is what? Different rights of a shareholder as per Companies Act. See, what are the different rights we should have? Shareholder, what are the rights which shareholders should have? Just a small general knowledge question, right? What are the rights which a shareholder should have? It's voting rights. Point number one. Point number two, he can appoint a proxy, right? These are the points, guys. Okay. From my perspective, it is. Sixth question is a bit critical compared to all the questions from my perspective. Just sixth question itself. That's it. Remaining questions, it's easier than everything, every attempt. You can directly attempt these four questions from my perspective. 2, 3, 4, and 5. These questions can be attempted easily. Sixth question is relatively a bit tough. That's it. Okay, let's go to the seventh question. Seventh question. Okay, it's a direct question, my dear friends. See, what is he asking? Seventh question, A sub question. What is he asking? Explain the nature of business ethics. What is the nature of business ethics? Yeah, let's go. What is the nature of business ethics? If at all you write these points, it is more than enough. See, what is the nature of business ethics? Nature and relevance of business ethics. If at all you write these 4 points and a small explanation about it, more than enough, 7 marks will be given. 7 marks. You can gain 7 marks easily. Like this. Did you get my point? Okay. So this is also a direct question. There is no need for you to get worried. Then what is another sub question which is provided in 7th question? How would you evaluate the effects of emotional intelligence? I've been keep on telling you that prepare emotional intelligence because it is easiest and also it is easy to study and also easy to write. There is no need for us to mug up. And it is also a new topic. That is what I have been telling my students, everyone. See, past 3 attempts, if you analyze, every attempt, emotional intelligence question is being asked. Just go and check. So what is he asking? He is asking the effects of emotional intelligence. Yeah. What are the points which I have to write? These are the points. Emotional intelligence effects. These are the 4 points which you have to write. If at all you write these 4 points, it is more than enough and sufficient. Need to get my point? More than enough and sufficient. So, seventh question is also more easier than the before previous questions. From my perspective, seventh one is also easiest one, because you can attempt that also easiest way, in an easiest way. So let's go to the last question. It is eighth question. Eighth question, they also gave two sub questions, okay, like the remaining. So, but the difference between the previous questions from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 and 8th one is those are theoretical questions, whereas eighth question is a practical question, right? They've given two practical sub questions. Let's see if, can we attempt this or not. Okay, let's start. Mr. Amal, who is badly drunk that he cannot sit properly on his chair, enters into an agreement with Mr. Bimal on 15th July 2023. Mr. Amal, what is he doing? He is entering into a contract with Bimal. Amal, how is he, what is his state? He is drunkard. He is a drunkard. Can you tell me one thing? Is drunkard a sound mind or an unsound mind? He is an unsound mind. Can he enter into a contract? He cannot enter into a contract. So the contract entered into between Amal and Bimal, is that valid? It is not valid. So what? Let's read the remaining question. Okay. In the evening, what is their contract about? To sell his office within 15th August 2023. What is Amal saying? Yeah, my dear friend, I'll give my house. I'll give my office. Take it. Okay, take it. But what is his state? He is an unsound mind. The next day, Amal declares that he was over drunk last night and now he is not willing to transfer the office space to Bimal. Now Bimal is arguing that Mr. Amal has already agreed the agreement. He will have to transfer the property in his name. Decide whether the contract is valid and present your expert opinion. Yes. What is your opinion, my dear friends? Yes, the contract entered between Amal and Bimal is not valid. It is void because Amal is in an unsound mind state. So unsound mind state. So Bimal's argument is not tenable. Bimal's argument is not tenable. He cannot tell that it is a valid contract. Simple. So easy, right? So you can attempt. From my perspective, this is also easiest question from my perspective. I think it is easiest than all the 5 questions. 6 questions. Let's go to the sub question B. Sub question B. Okay. The board of directors of ABC Limited appointed Barun as additional director. Can board of directors appoint? To look after the general operations of a company. Okay. Later, a shareholder, Mr. Arun, challenged the decision of the board of directors and filed a case in the court of law. Mr. Arun stated his petition that Mr. Barun is not competent as he does not hold any professional or academic qualifications. Point number one. Can board of directors appoint an additional director? Yes, of course, they can appoint an additional director. But how can they appoint? Is there any qualification needed? There is no need for looking at the qualification and appointing them as a directors. There is no need for looking at the qualification and appointing as a director. There is no need for a board of directors to look at the qualification. Right? So, what is Mr. Arun saying? That we have to, if at all you want to become a director in our company, you have to be a qualified. Is that provision? Is that what Companies Act says? No. Companies Act says that there is no need for us to look after the profession, look after the qualification and appoint as a director. But there is a small restriction, that if at all you provide something in your articles that If at all some person want to be a director in our company, he has to purchase the shares. Like that you can write in our articles. Like that you can write in our articles, but you cannot tell that this person has to be a qualified person. This is he is a qualified director. He can be a qualified. There is no restriction based upon the qualification to become an additional director. So what Mr. Barun is saying, sorry, what Mr. Arun saying, is Arun's perspective tenable? No, he is not tenable. State the reasons whether Board of Directors of ABC Limited should review and change this decision. There is no need for Board of Directors to change the decision because the decision which is taken by them is tenable. Okay. State briefly the qualifications required for appointment of a directors in a company. What are the qualifications? What are the qualifications? He should be sound mind. He should be sound mind. Certain disqualifications. We the thing which is asked in fifth one, right? What is the disqualifications? He should not be an unsound mind. That is what disqualifications, right? So if at all you analyze all these questions, my dear friends, you can get to know about one point. The examiner and the institute have given this paper just a small tricky, but from my perspective, if at all you have a conceptual knowledge, it can be solved and it can be easily attempted. You can attempt around easily 4 to 5 questions in theoretical paper. You can attempt around 12 questions easily if at all you have conceptual knowledge. This is from my perspective. Okay, so with this we'll conclude the session. Take care. Bye bye. Have a nice day. Bye.